Radhe Radhe everybody. Hope everybody is doing good and you're all studying the Gita. Today, actually, my first intention for this video is to share about a course that I had signed up from schoolofbhakti.com. This course is being taught by S.B. Keshav Swami. He is from ISKCON lineage, and the course is called City Gita. I had signed up for this course much earlier, the course started on September 6th, but it was in the website for for a long time. I think I signed up sometime in June or end of May. I'm thoroughly enjoying the course. It's Zoom meetings on every Saturday. His organization, the Bhakti Manor, is from UK, so everything is UK timing. Without divulging the contents of this course, because that would be wrong. But I took some themes that may help with my journaling. So there were several topics. Of course, the subject matter was Gita. There were several topics, and one that stood out and resonated most was something regarding balance. Now, that's an area where we're all suffering, or finding it difficult to deal with in this Kali Yuga, especially the digital age. So I took the theme of balance for this month, September until December. I'm going to explore the theme and pick up as many verses as possible for the next 3 months. This is going to be the theme within which I'll do my Gita journaling. Now, the kind of balance that we need for our everyday life, let's say, is physical, mental, and emotional balance. These are like basic things for us to even function as a human being. So for physical balance, I took the verse, of course, 6:17. This is a famous verse. I'm going to chant this verse and just read the meaning, and then get into just some key points where I would be focusing on my journaling. Yuktahara viharasya yuktacheshtasya karmasu yuktasvapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. But those who are temperate in eating and recreation, balanced in work and regulated in sleep, can mitigate all sorrows by practicing yoga. So yukta ahara. Of course, the first thing that comes is yukta ahara. It's a balanced eating. There is so much for us to deal or delve into when it comes to balanced food. There are podcasts, there are YouTube, videos, there are books where we can learn how to eat a balanced diet. At this point of time in my life, with many health issues that I have been dealing with, I have been concentrating on this aspect and have been learning a lot about balanced diet and what it means for not just my physical well-being, but also my mental and spiritual well-being. I have been exploring something called Sattvic movement. I think they recommend a kind of Sattvic food preparation and Sattvic food items. I have bought the books and I've been trying to incorporate concepts of a Sattvic diet, and somehow making sure that I stick to that kind of a diet mostly. I'm on my way to this, and I'm in no way perfect yet, but I have been dealing with this thing on an everyday basis. Have a food log, make myself accountable to what I eat and what symptoms I have been doing that, like a health journal kind of a thing. It has been helping me But those are the themes I will explore in my journaling, how it has been helping me, how this verse recommends a balanced diet for overall well-being of a human being. And vihara is entertainment. This is a theme that's very close to me, and I will be exploring more ways to detox myself and de-addict myself from social media. YouTube, I'm very much addicted to YouTube. I think most of us are. So I will be looking at ways to detox and de-addict myself from social media. This would be more like a meditative exercise. So that would be something that I will do. This is a meditative exercise, as I said. For me, I will have to incorporate lot of spiritual practices and trying to channelize this addiction um, into something that relates to God. That's the way every addiction or de-addiction works for me. I try to channelize it into something else and then trying to slowly get away from it. And then cheshta is balanced work. I will journal about avoiding burnouts, um, how to not be a workaholic, how to balance between work and entertainment. What happens or ends up happening nowadays is that when work gets too much, we do lot of work, and to just feel balanced we get into too much entertainment too. I've seen that happen even with myself when I have a hard day and long work hours, after which we just veg out in front of TV or YouTube, and that's something that needs to be looked at and channelized properly. And sleep is a huge topic with just like anything else when it comes to health. Getting good amount of sleep and waking up refreshed is something that I will journal and look into in this particular from this particular verse. My intention is not to get into completely outside of Gita when I explore these topics. I will try to go back to other verses to see how I can spiritualize everyday life rather than, of course, there are too many things that you can do. But my intention for the purposes of my study is to remain within Krishna's words and try to keep the topics closer to spirituality. And my intention for reading Gita is developing a closer relationship with God, and that's where I will be residing when it comes to exploring these topics. And the second one is mental balance, for which I've taken 241. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kuru nandana bahusaka hi anantascha buddhayor avyavasayinam. So I'm going to read the meaning here. O descendant of Kurus, the intellect of those who are in this path is resolute and their aim is one-pointed, but the intellect of those who are irresolute is many-branched. I'm reading from Mukundanandas. So once somebody has a resolute mind or a mind that has been cultivated to have enough focus, then that mind is already balanced. Focus on Lord. How to focus on Lord? How would I give A.K. Guru Nandana? Just one thing for it to mull about. I will incorporate a strong practice of japa in my life to get that done. And avoiding distractions. How am I going to avoid distractions? Bahushakahi. I will not let my mind go in several branches. Being aware of where the mind goes and gently bringing it back to Lord is something that I want to incorporate and explore. And physical exercise too. That also gives good mental focus actually. I will explore those topics and journal about them when it comes to this verse. And then there is emotional balance. When emotions go overboard, that also creates an imbalance within us, and we are not able to function as a functioning human being. For which I have taken the very famous verse of 1866, which is Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Braja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Shuchaha. Abandon all varieties of dharma and simply surrender unto me alone. I shall liberate you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So, in this emotional balance, I will explore surrender extensively and journal about it. And developing a working and active relationship with God is something also I will explore and journal about. Having an active relationship with God actually leads to surrender. And when emotions go overboard, the only thing we can tell ourselves, if we have an active relationship with God, then our emotions will be under control because it would know to surrender to Lord already. And we can also tell ourselves to surrender to whatever Lord's intention is in any particular situation that comes to um, imbalance our emotions. So that's the key points that I'm going to um, dive deep into for this theme. And I hope you all found this theme useful. And until I meet you again, Radhe Radhe everyone.